The rain had been falling without a break since early afternoon, leaving the old repair garage nearly empty. I spent the day rebuilding worn-out engines from whatever spare parts one could salvage. Business was slow, but I never complained because every repair helped pay the bills. Just before sunset, the sound of struggling motorcycles echoed down the road. Several motorcycles slowly rolled into the muddy parking lot, their engines barely running. The riders climbed off quietly, soaked from the heavy storm. Leading the group was an older biker with a calm but commanding presence. Everyone looked exhausted after hours on the road. Jack explained that one motorcycle had suffered a serious engine failure several miles back. Every nearby repair shop had already closed because of the storm. They only hoped someone could help them reach the next town safely. I walked over to inspect the damaged engine. After opening the engine, I immediately spotted several worn components beyond repair. Replacement parts weren't available anywhere nearby. I quietly searched through bins of old metal pieces and discarded hardware. An idea slowly came together. For the next hour, sparks flew as I carefully shaped and adjusted replacement pieces by hand. Every measurement had to be exact. The bikers watched silently, without interrupting my concentration. Only the sound of rain filled the garage. When everything was finally assembled, I tightened the last bolt and stepped back. Jack slowly pressed the starter. The old motorcycle came to life with a smooth, steady engine sound. Everyone inside the garage smiled. Jack offered to pay generously for the repair. I politely accepted only the standard repair fee. He looked surprised before asking why I hadn't charged more. I simply smiled. I explained that honest work deserved honest prices. People already had enough worries without being overcharged during difficult times. Several bikers quietly nodded in agreement. Jack never forgot those words. Before leaving, Jack looked around the aging garage and noticed the leaking roof and worn-out equipment. He asked how long I had been working there. I admitted it had been my second home since childhood. His thoughtful expression said everything. The motorcycles disappeared into the rainy night one by one. I locked the garage and assumed I'd never see those riders again. It had simply been another repair on another stormy evening. I couldn't have been more mistaken. Before sunrise the next morning, I unlocked the garage expecting another quiet day. Instead, I heard the distant sound of dozens of motorcycle engines approaching. The noise grew louder until it echoed across the entire valley. I stepped outside in complete disbelief. Hundreds of bikers slowly filled the roadside, parking their motorcycles in perfect rows. Jack climbed off his motorcycle with a warm smile before walking toward me. The entire town watched from nearby sidewalks in amazement. No one expected a gathering like this. Jack thanked me again for helping a group of strangers during the storm. He said honesty and kindness deserved to be remembered. The riders applauded together as I stood speechless. It was a moment I would never forget. Several riders opened the storage compartments on their motorcycles. They unloaded brand new mechanic tools, equipment, and workshop supplies. My old garage slowly filled with things I had only dreamed of owning. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. The garage owner looked around with tears in his eyes. Years of worn-out equipment were being replaced in a single morning. Neighbors quietly joined in to help organize everything. The little workshop felt brand new. Jack handed me a small wooden plaque engraved with a simple message. It thanked me for proving that character is worth more than money. I accepted it with both hands. The words meant more than any gift. Local families gathered to thank the visitors for supporting the young mechanic. Children smiled as they explored the rows of polished motorcycles. The entire morning felt like a community celebration. Everyone shared in the happiness. As the event came to an end, Jack reminded everyone why they had returned. He said true respect is earned through honest actions and generous hearts. The riders nodded before preparing for the road. The message stayed with everyone present. Before leaving, Jack encouraged Marcus to keep building his future one repair at a time. He reminded him that talent paired with integrity opens many doors. Marcus thanked every rider for believing in him. The engine slowly came to life. As the motorcycles disappeared over the distant hills, I looked around my transformed workshop. One rainy evening had changed the course of my future forever. Kindness given without expectation had returned in the most unforgettable way. And that lesson would stay with me for the rest of my life.